Now on KGW News, giving back on this Thanksgiving means more than just humans getting a special treat.
It makes me so happy. Like, I'm trying not to cry because it just brings me so much joy and it's really beautiful.
Plus, opponents of Oregon's new transportation taxes meet a major goal to take the issue to voters.
The people have just had it. They don't want to pay any more taxes. They don't feel like they're getting the money's worth.
But first, the FBI searches the Seattle area home of a man suspected of shooting 2 National Guard members in D.C. Thanks for joining us on this special edition of KGW News. I'm Catherine Cook. We begin with a sad update in the shooting of 2 National Guard members in Washington, D.C. One of them has died. President Trump gave the update during a Thanksgiving address to service members tonight. Specialist Sarah Beckstrom was just 20 years old and from West Virginia.
Highly respected, young, magnificent person. Started service in June of 2023. Outstanding in every way.
The second guardsman who was shot, 24-year-old Andrew Wolf, is still in the hospital. The president said he is, quote, fighting for his life. During his address, the president also called the shooting a terrorist attack. Top officials have yet to give a motive for yesterday's shooting that happened just blocks from the White House. We're also learning more tonight about the shooting suspect and his ties to Western Washington. Bridget Chavez spoke to some of his neighbors today in Bellingham.
This apartment complex is the last known address of D.C. shooting suspect Ramanula Lochinwall. We've spoken with neighbors and people who live around Bellingham today who across the board say they're shocked.
Overnight, FBI agents searched the complex and Lochinwall's home.
I'm going, oh, geez, what is going on?
Officials say he drove from his home in Bellingham to Washington, D.C. and shot 2 West Virginia National Guard members.
Like, I was just scrolling on TikTok and I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, like the connection is so local. Like, that's insane.
Officials say before coming to the U.S., the 29-year-old worked with the U.S. government, including the CIA. He entered the United States in 2021 through Operation Allies Welcome, a Biden administration program that evacuated and settled tens of thousands of Afghans after the U.S. withdrawal. His asylum was granted this year under the Trump administration. Warren Reese lives in the building and says Lochinwall and his family kept to themselves.
Coming and going. They didn't talk to anybody, just private. Don't say anything. Each to his own.
He says he didn't interact with them much.
They just come and go, kept it quiet to themselves.
Others who live in Bellingham say they're stunned.
Trying to make a political statement, I feel. Like, I don't know, from what I've heard. It's giving those vibes.
Lochinwall remains in custody. He's facing multiple charges. Officials say it's too soon to say what his motives were.
A lot of us here at least are like kind of anti all the gun violence, so I think it's kind of interesting that he chose like that route with like shooting them.
Meanwhile, U.S. immigration officials are planning to re-examine every green card given to immigrants from what they consider 19 high-risk countries. The list includes Afghanistan. The head of U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services also said all immigration requests relating to Afghan nationals will be stopped indefinitely. The agency adjusted guidelines as well, allowing officials to take into account what they call country-specific factors when vetting new applicants. New tonight, many military families are celebrating this Thanksgiving while their loved ones are deployed. That includes some Oregon National Guard members serving overseas.
So it's hard. It's a sacrifice on both sides. He's gone for the year. He misses out on all the birthdays, all the holidays.
That was Nicole Aldrich. Her husband, Justin Aldrich, is serving a year in East Africa, supporting troops at a U.S. naval base in Djibouti. Nicole says her husband's absence is tough, but makes her family treasure the time they spend together even more.
It is a sacrifice, but it's been a blessing at the same time. And he loves our country. I love our country. And we have to have people to go support our country. It's the world we live in.
Our thanks to Chief Warrant Officer 3 Aldrich and all other service members. We appreciate you and your families. Let's take a live look over downtown Portland tonight. A rainy end to the holiday. Celine Stevens is here with a first look at your weather impact forecast. Happy Thanksgiving, Celine.
Happy Thanksgiving, Catherine. Yeah, it was a nice day. I mean, there was a lot of rain throughout the day. We saw over half an inch of rain here in the Goose Hollow neighborhood, a little less at the airport. But looking outside right now, still a little rainy out there. We're sitting at 53 degrees. Winds coming out of the south at 16 miles per hour. We've been seeing those breezy conditions all day long, and that's continuing as we get into our evening into tomorrow. But looking at our radar, rain came in around 6 p.m. and it hasn't really left us since then. Again, it's been raining on and off throughout the day, but after 6 p.m. that's when it came back, and looks like it's been lingering since then. Again, we're continuing to see that rainfall as we get into our evening. But looking at rainfall totals at the airport, we saw around 4/10 of an inch for the Portland area. Same story in Vancouver and Hillsborough. Again, a decent amount of rainfall. Some areas even seeing a little bit more. So half an inch in the Newport area as well. Looking at our temperatures, 53, like I said, here at home, 52 in Hillsborough. Along the coast, temperatures also in the 50s. And although it's cool out there, temperatures still a little bit warmer than what we saw this time yesterday. 5 degrees warmer in Portland. Along the coast, just slightly warmer. But we are going to cool back down as we get into our Black Friday and into the weekend. We'll talk about how long the rain lasts as well a little bit later.
Thanks, Celine. To get you caught up now on tonight's other headlines, Multnomah County Sheriff's rescue crews are out helping a hiker in the gorge after he fell down an embankment. It's happening near Ainsworth State Park. The 32-year-old was able to call for help. Members of the Green Hornets Trail team made it to the man earlier this evening. They say he was seriously injured but is stable. They're now working to bring him out of the area safely. Vancouver police have arrested the driver they say hit a pedestrian then fled the scene. The crash happened on East 18th Street last night. Officers say they found the driver at a nearby apartment complex. The 43-year-old was arrested for felony hit and run, vehicular assault, and DUI. The victim suffered serious injuries and is still in the hospital. Some trees fell onto power lines in Estacada this afternoon, shutting down a highway and knocking out power for some customers. The trees blocked Highway 211 right at 224. That's on the south end of town. The closure lasted about 5 hours, but the road has since reopened. A group challenging Oregon's transportation bill says it has more than enough signatures to send it out to voters. The bill includes increases to the gas tax, along with vehicle title and registration fees, all intended to pay for Oregon's aging roads and maintenance problems. Those increases are now likely to be on the ballot next November. Evan Watson has the story.
Cannot pay any additional tax burden and still be able to grow my business and support my family.
Oregonians are pushing back on a recently passed transportation package that includes tax increases.
I don't think there's been a volunteer drive in the history of Oregon that has gathered this many signatures this quickly.
Representative Ed Deal, a Republican leading the No Tax Oregon campaign, says more than 160,000 people have signed his petition. That's roughly twice as many people as he needs to send the tax increases to a statewide vote next November.
This is just being tone deaf, I believe. And the people have just had it. They don't want to pay any more taxes. They don't feel like they're getting the money's worth for the taxes that they already pay.
The transportation bill, passed by Democrats in a special session, is designed to pay for Oregon's road and maintenance problems, and it helps hundreds of state workers avoid layoffs.
And be able to just do what we need to do and keep people safe and keep the roads open. And I'm just so looking forward to being able to do my job.
On the day the bill passed, Governor Kotek criticized the referral effort, saying it would cause problems.
Frankly, I would urge Oregonians to think about signing on to a referral that will take away our basic ability as Oregonians to keep our roads operating.
The signatures still need to be submitted and verified by the Secretary of State's office. Republicans say they can't support tax increases without reforms and more accountability for ODOT. They pitched an alternative plan which would pull funding from public transportation, clean energy projects, and other sources. Deal says the faster than expected referral effort shows momentum.
We wanted the volunteers and the voters to know that this is successful, that they are part of something big, and they have something to be thankful for when they head into the Thanksgiving weekend.
Evan Watson, KGW News.
You're watching a special edition of KGW News. Next, the Portland Pizza Truck bringing Thanksgiving to the people. How they're offering free food tonight to those who need it most.
and the rain's going to continue for a few more hours and into the Black Friday. So if you guys are getting up early to shop, make sure you bring your raincoat. The good news is by noon, we're looking breezy all day, but we are cool and we start to dry out. By the time we get to 5 p.m., we're going to see just those mostly cloudy conditions, and the rain's pretty much gone for the weekend.
Plus, who needs pumpkin pie when you've got pupcakes? How local shelter dogs are getting a special holiday treat. For most of us, Thanksgiving is a day for family. Our John Goodwin spent the day with 3 friends in Southeast Portland who focused on others, delivering warm meals in a unique way.
Let me just go run and grab that real quick.
On Thanksgiving Day, it's hard to find a busier place.
We've got the potatoes going right now.
Than the kitchen.
If you don't thrive in chaos, you'll never survive in a kitchen, you know?
Desmond Kavanaugh, along with friends Scott Phillips and Bill Robertson, are triple teaming the prep.
It's great because we get to hang out together, and so that gives us our group camaraderie that a lot of people don't necessarily have.
Desmond operates That Pizza Truck PDX. On a normal business day, he donates 1 pizza for each one he sells.
It is an absolutely fantastic thing to get to do pizza like we do, but getting to cook something different is, you know, open up the prowess a little bit more and have some fun with it.
Well, the ham came pre-cooked. The chicken, it's all us.
The food might be a little different, but he's accustomed to the amount. 80 pounds of chicken, 50 pounds of potatoes, ham, stuffing, collard greens, and more.
The accoutrement.
While many of us spend the day with family, these guys are thinking of others.
Well, we're cooking about 200-ish meals for folks who are experiencing homelessness.
Not everybody has a family or a place they can go to feel welcomed, to feel at home. If I can just in some small way provide for those who don't have it, I'm glad to do that.
This is our community where we're able to operate. And so giving back to the community, it's just showing our thanks to the community. So Thanksgiving, perfect time to do that.
All the food was paid for by a GoFundMe campaign.
Yep, they're all good.
Pizza or not, they have the perfect vehicle for delivery.
Oh, that'll be the pizza truck. Nothing else can haul this much food. We're gonna hit a shelter first. I think we've got about 60 people there. And then from there, we're going to just drive through the community. And when we see people, ask them if they'd like a nice warm meal.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got a bottle of water for you.
Hey, my guy, would you like dinner?
Oh man, the heavens above. Heavens above the clouds.
We met Blue off Southeast Stark. While he was talking to us, a friend pulled up with another meal.
Sundays. Yeah.
Buddy.
Oh, thank you.
He got you some feast. There you go.
Yeah.
That's for me and Debbie, man.
Okay, thank you. I need to put on some weight. Woo! Oh man, I better close that. I'm gonna start crying.
Some people lack housing, lack access to food, basic services, and I'm here to help out with that in any way I can.
Happy Thanksgiving to you all, and may the Lord bless us all.
Leslie looks exactly like her.
Ooh, yummy.
Yeah.
That was so cute. It sure was. Some lucky pups at the Oregon Humane Society got a special treat today. Bring Treats for Dogs delivered gourmet pup cakes to the shelter. The owner claims Bring is Portland's first dog treat food truck. She's been donating these treats to shelters for 3 years now. The pup cakes are made of ingredients that are easy on dogs' tummies, including applesauce, pumpkin, and rice flour.
Working with rescues constantly, it's my passion project. It's not about making money, it's about making people happy and dogs happy.
Thinking about adopting a pet this holiday season, maybe you're having a very low-key holiday and you're going to be home a lot, this would be a great time to adopt because as you saw, we have a lot of dogs who are waiting for homes.
And if you do decide to adopt this weekend, you can pick up a coupon for Bring Treats. Thanksgiving and the holiday season can be a tough time for some. For that reason, a local nonprofit is trying to bring a little extra cheer to the folks they help. The Multnomah County Behavioral Health Resource Center provides showers, clothing, snacks, and other services, but they don't usually provide meals. Thanksgiving is an exception.
A lot of the people that we serve are, not able to be with their families, and so they have built these connections with our peer staff. And so being able to invite them in and really be their family for a day.
The Day Center also operates as a clothing closet. They're asking for donations of winter clothes, especially coats, which they're running low on now. Let's take a live look at Pioneer Courthouse Square now, where in less than 24 hours, we hope you'll join us for Portland's tree lighting. You can watch it in person on the bricks or stream it live. Christine Pedawanich will get things going at 5:30 along with Thomas Lauderdale of Pink Martini. And that means a holiday sing-along. If you can't make it in person, check out the festivities on our free TV streaming app, KGW+. Celine, are they going to be cold out there tomorrow in Whoville?
And definitely be a little chilly. It should be mostly dry though, so that's the good news. Luckily it's not tonight, right?
Yes.
We've been seeing the rain throughout our Thanksgiving, and of course tonight's no different. Taking a look at our Salem Skycam, 52 degrees. Again, we've been seeing that rain on and off throughout our Thanksgiving day, but around 6 p.m. it returned and pretty much hasn't left us since then. It's also been a windy night as well. Winds coming out of the south at 14 miles per hour in Salem. Taking a look at our Skycam at the Chinook Winds Casino in Lincoln City. Also, it's been raining over there. Low 50s is the temperature. Gusts getting up to 30 miles per hour. We're also seeing some pretty gusty conditions too, especially as we get later on into the evening. But looking at our low temperatures early this morning, 45 degrees in Portland. Same thing in Vancouver. Looks like same story in Troutdale. And we're going to continue to see lows this temperature and even lower as we get into the weekend. Lows along the coast, we're looking at upper 40s and looks like low 50s. Looking at our high temperatures, we get up to 58 degrees. So it was warmer, honestly, than what we saw yesterday. We saw a high of 57 in Vancouver, 56 in Hillsborough. So a pretty mild day overall despite the rain. Along the coast, more 50s there. But here's as we're going to the next 3 days. Like I mentioned, we are going to see those low temperatures drop, and we could potentially see the coldest lows that we've seen all season long. Looks like Friday, 50 degrees, and of course 54 for the high. We're going to see some morning showers on Black Friday. The good news is by noon, it'll pretty much clear out. Saturday's mostly cloudy. We're pretty much dry until late in the evening, and then we could potentially see some short-lived rain. Temperatures there, you'll see the low dropping to 41, and then once we get to Sunday, 37 degrees on that morning. Looks like a high getting up to 50. So obviously we are really starting to cool down. The good news is on Sunday, it looks like we get a little bit of sunshine, but overall much cooler temperatures as we get into this holiday weekend. But looking at our futurecast, again, we're seeing that rain continue through early Friday, pretty much completely clears out by around noon tomorrow. So it's very short-lived. The heaviest of it is tonight. By the time we get to early morning, it'll pretty much be just light showers. It's pretty cloudy tomorrow. We get into Saturday. There's that short-lived rain that I was talking about around 8 p.m. that'll sweep through the area. By early Sunday, that's cleared out as well. And then we're set up pretty nice as we get into the next new week. But our next rain chance after that comes on Monday. Potentially short showers, it looks like, short-lived showers, but really it's going to be Tuesday morning. And this is going to last the entire day. We're looking at rainfall on Tuesday from Tuesday morning all the way through the evening hours, so that'll be a pretty rainy day. After that, we turn back to dry, it looks like, until the following weekend. So a little bit of a weather roller coaster, but nothing that looks like will be too impactful on you. Looking at futurecast rainfall totals, as we get into Friday evening, you'll see overnight we're going to be seeing again a decent amount of rain. And then after that, we stay pretty dry. Saturday's not bringing that much rainfall at all. As we get into next week, we're still at less than half an inch of rain by Wednesday at 3:30. So we're not looking at too much rainfall. It's not till after Tuesday and then Wednesday when we see those rainfall totals start to grow. Looking at our futurecast for winds, though, you'll see 32-mile-per-hour winds after midnight in Portland. So we are looking at those stronger wind conditions, higher risk of seeing those branches blowing and falling and things like that. Along the coast, wind speeds up to around the 25-mile-per-hour mark in most areas. As we get into Friday, winds calm down throughout the day, but then we get into the evening and they pick back up, 29-mile-per-hour winds in the Portland area. So we're keeping our eye on that, but taking a look at our 7-day forecast. Again, Black Friday is tomorrow. Temperatures peaking in the mid-50s. Your day starts a little bit rainy, but by the afternoon, that's cleared up. As we get into the weekend, temperatures dropping to the 50s. And remember, we're seeing some pretty cold lows. That's really going to be the thing to look out for until the next rain event on Tuesday.
I love to see the sun.
Exactly. At least we have the sun on Sunday.
Absolutely. Orlando's here now. Orlando, big weekend ahead for high school football.
Yeah, and it's sounding like we might dodge some of those raindrops, which I am thrilled about. But yeah, it's about to go down. Class 6A state championship. I've got the preview coming up on the other side.
If you plan on doing some shopping this weekend, we hope you'll consider giving to the KGW Great Toy Drive. As you can see, our toy box is starting to fill up. You can drop off a new unwrapped toy in person this Saturday from 11 to 2 at our KGW collection event at the Clackamas Promenade. Or for an easier way to give, just head to kgw.com/toy, click Donate Cash, and we'll do the shopping for you. By the way, it is a great week to give with local Toyota dealers doubling your donations. We are so thankful for your generosity.
What is good, everyone? Happy Thanksgiving. The Oregon men's basketball team hoping what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, dropping 3 games in 4 days at the Players Era Festival following a 76-66 defeat against Creighton earlier today. The Ducks shot 7% from three, playing without an injured Nate Biddle. The 4-3 Ducks, they'll return home to open Big Ten play Tuesday against USC. The Oregon women are 8-0 to start the season after crushing Old Dominion today. The bench leading the way with 56 points. Next up, the Ducks visit undefeated Auburn Sunday at noon. The Oregon State Beavers spending Thanksgiving on the Virgin Islands, competing in the Paradise Jam, facing one of their toughest tests of the season. That would be 17th ranked Vanderbilt. The duo of Jenna Villa and Allie Schimmel keeping the Beavs in it, dropping 15 points apiece. But the undefeated Commodores finishing the first half strong and never looked back. Michaela Blake's dropping 35 en route to an 88-66 victory. The Beavs fall to 5-2 on the season. They'll stay in St. Thomas to take on Virginia Tech Saturday. It is down to the final Friday of the 2025 high school football season. Two teams left in Oregon's Class 6A, Central Catholic versus Lake Oswego for that coveted blue trophy.
There's something special about football on Thanksgiving.
There's nothing like it.
Practicing on Thanksgiving, that's the best thing ever.
Two powerhouse programs with their eyes on the prize.
State championship, so we've had this mindset since the first game of the season, and now we're here.
The 5-seed Central Catholic making its 9th appearance in the championship. First under head coach Charlie Landgraf.
Is anyone surprised?
No! To be the champ, you gotta beat the champ. The number 5 seed Rams shook up the 6A bracket.
Everyone in this state counted us out, but we just kept believing.
Back-to-back wins over undefeated teams.
And we battled through adversity all season, like the loss to LO early, the loss to Nelson, you know. We knew that this is where we want to be. We're trying to go get a ring.
The 3-seed Lake Oswego has unfinished business, coming up short in the title game a year ago.
Beginning of the season, we wanted to go to state, you know. That was our main goal, but now we got to win it.
The Lakers' 9th trip to the chip under head coach Steve Corey.
My family calls me the Marv Levy of high school football, so.
The Lakers won the last meeting in September, shutting out the Rams 21-0.
It don't matter. You know, teams get better as the season goes on. We got to keep on fighting.
The message?
We're not done. Job's not finished for sure.
With one goal in mind.
Get that ring this year.
So here we go. The Rams at full strength, sporting one of the top defenses in the state, while Lake Oswego has an electric offense and a roster loaded with next-level talent. Game time, 12:30 from Hillsborough Stadium. Meanwhile, in Class 5A, it's the top 2 seeds. The Silverton Foxes face the undefeated Summit Storm at Hillsborough Stadium under the Friday night lights. Kickoff is set for 5 p.m. We'll have highlights and reaction from both games on our season finale of Friday Night Football on KGW News at 11.
What a setup. Could
Yeah.
you have predicted this?
No, especially in Class 6A. It was all chalk in 5A, but 6A, yeah, there were some surprises along the way, but these teams have shined right now, so they've got to be so hyped up. I don't know how they get rest tonight, waiting for tomorrow's game.
After all that turkey? That's going to do it tonight on this special edition of KGW News. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll see you back here at 11.